Welcome to our birthday party escape room. I am so excited to share ideas with you today that make it so easy to put together the best birthday party game you will ever enjoy. It's great for adults all the way down to older children. Youth love it, so many ages can enjoy this, and we have made it easy to put together. So just follow along with this tutorial and get our printables at FamilyFed.com. That will make it easy for you to put this together in no time at all. Let's get started. This birthday party escape room centers around having all of the participants find 8 clues that will help them open a box. In this box, you can put whatever it is that you want to lead them to. Maybe it's where all of the party favors are hidden. Maybe it's where the cupcakes or the cake is, so they need to solve the escape room before having that treat to celebrate the birthday person. Once you have inside what you want to lead the party guests to once they solve the escape room, you're going to secure it closed with a lockout hasp. Now this hasp, oh by the way, I will put a link to all of these supplies in the description down below so you can find them. And this hasp has room for 6 different locks. So in order to secure it to the box, the edges of it are a little bit too big to fit inside of this little lock. So I simply use a hair elastic, I thread it from one side of the opening to the other, and then you can secure the lockout hasp closed, and then you'll be able to add all of your locks around the outside of it. So I want to show you now how we're going to use our 8 clues to open up this lockout hasp. Our first puzzle centers around the birthday balloons themselves, and in this case it's all about what's inside. So I have stuffed each of these balloons, and I put about 10 of them out in the room, and then I stuffed some of them with confetti. This is a fun birthday one that I found on Amazon. Again, I'll put a link to that in the description down below. And then you'll also want to get the printout from our PDF. And this one is filled with different presents of various colors, and every one of them has numbers on them. Now most of the numbers on here are just a decoy. So you're going to just cut these out. I like to use a paper cutter, it makes it really fast. And you're going to put several of those into each balloon. And most of those, again, aren't going to matter. People will look inside and try and figure out the combinations. Now there is a clue in the room that's going to help them know which of all of these numbers is actually significant. And in this case, we know that it's the green with the stripes, the purple with the stripes, and the orange with the stripes in that color. So all but 3 of the presents on this paper are solid colors, only 3 of them have stripes. So participants are going to know that they want to find these 3 striped colors and put them in this order to open up one of the 3-digit codes on the locks that we put on that lockout hasp. To make it even easier, one thing that I like to do, and it also adds just a really fun extra element to it, is that I like to actually tape a magnet on the back of those 3 presents that hold the digit code that they'll need. And if you just put a small magnet, and I just like to use the ones that you get promotional materials, I always save a few of those, and that's what I used here, or you can always get some at the store, just those really thin magnets, and then you're going to tape one on the back of each of these 3 presents that actually contain the 3-digit code. And then here's the fun part. You're going to want to get a really strong magnet, and again I'll link the ones that we use down below, and then I like to hide it in an extra treasure box throughout the room. So you just put the magnet inside, and then you're going to want to get a lock and key, so you can just put that on there and then hide the key somewhere in the room. Now this banner is going to come into play later on. I like to take one of the keys and tape it on the back of the banner, and that's a really fun place where they can solve that. Then they're going to need to find that key first in order to open up the magnet that's inside, and once they do that, then they can use that, and they're going to try and use that magnet on each of the balloons, and when they find the balloon that actually has one of those 3-digit codes, they can just simply pull it up the side, and they're going to be able to identify which piece of paper is important to them, and they'll easily be able to see the code. Now one thing that's important to keep in mind, don't put any of those where they actually need to see the number inside of red balloons. The red ones are really hard to see. The orange, the yellow, the green, those ones are super easy, so you can put them in multiple colors. I just, again, recommend not putting it in the red. And that's all that you need to do. Then once you are ready to set up the room, put the balloons scattered throughout the room and hang this little paper throughout the room as well. And if you want, you could always fold it up and tuck it in somewhere behind a cabinet, make it hard for them to find if this is more for adults, or for kids, just have it visibly hanging on the wall, and your first puzzle is all set up and ready to go. Our next puzzle is all about the party hats. And for this one, to put it together, you want to again go to the PDF, print out all of the party hats, and then to assemble them together, just simply take the bottom edges and tape them. You'll have a little gap in the back. It's fine, not a big deal. Just tape the bottom ends together, and then you'll have the party hats all ready to go. I like to scatter them throughout the room, but again, you could have them in one spot if you want. And the key to solving this puzzle will be all of the numbers that are on there. Now 3 of the party hats have a green circle with a number inside, All of the rest of the ones with green circles are empty. There's no numbers inside. As you can tell, some of the circles have numbers, some don't. So the key is, what are the 3 numbers inside of the green circle? And to help participants know to look for that, you just simply hang this on the wall and it will lead them to 3 green circles. They'll find the number inside, and that's all they need to do to solve that 3-digit code. Before moving to the next puzzle, I also wanted to let you know that in addition to bringing you fun escape rooms, which you can find more of those on FamilyFed.com, I also love bringing you simple and easy activities and game ideas and crafts and even food fun that your family can enjoy to create quality family time together and really be able to establish some memories that your children and your family will look back on for years. So be sure to check out FamilyFed.com to find all of those fun activities that I am sure you will love. This next puzzle is one of the easiest to put together. And for this, you're going to just set up several gift bags throughout the room. I like to do about 6 or 7 of them, and make sure that at least 3 of them have gift tags on them. And then once you have them in the room ready to go, you're going to get an invisible ink pen. And this one is great because then you can just take and on 3 of those gift bags, write 1 number each on it. And then once you have that, you're going to also put one of these blacklight flashlights in the room. Then when you shine it on the gift tag, they'll be able to see what that number is. They put the 3 numbers together and now they have a 3-digit code. And just like we did with the magnet, I love to take the blacklight flashlight and hide it inside of the treasure box so they have to find it first before they can solve this puzzle. And then again, I just put a lock with a key around it, and I like to tuck the key inside of one of the gift bags so it's hidden inside of the tissue paper. And then once they find that key, they can open the box that will help them solve this clue to the rest of the gift bags. So easy. Our next puzzle has actually been hiding behind me the whole time, and that's to create a little happy birthday banner. Again, go to the printout and you'll be able to get all of the happy birthday letters and put them together. Once you print them out, simply cut them out and then punch some holes in there and thread a fun string throughout it. And the key to this is that all but 3 of these banners have just the regular pennant style, but 3 of them have multiple triangles along the bottom. So to solve this puzzle, participants will simply want to look at the 3 unique ones, count how many edges are in those, and then put them in the order of happy birthday, and now they have their 3-digit code to solve the next puzzle. Our next puzzle is all about the goodness to eat. What would a birthday party escape room be without some cupcakes? But here, they actually contain one of the clues. So if you make your cupcakes at home, or if you buy them from the store, just make sure that you have some really brightly colored cupcake liners that you can put them in. These are just some silicone liners, again, that I got on Amazon. And I chose to use just 2 colors, a blue and a pink, because they matched my birthday candles. So here, the clue is all about having a matching set. So 3 of your cupcakes are going to need to have matching colors. For instance, I may put 1 blue candle inside one of the blue liners. I may put 2 blue candles inside another of the blue liners, and maybe I put 3 pink candles inside of one of the pink liners. Now those are the only candles in the set that I want to have match. For all of the remaining cupcakes, I'm going to choose a different color. Maybe it's a red and a green, maybe it's a green and a yellow and a blue, or a pink and a red and a yellow. So the other ones, just make sure that nothing matches. And then in order to solve the puzzle, they're going to need to know that the birthday candles that match is going to be what's in there. And we have a fun printout again in our PDF that helps give them that clue that you need to have the match. And they may be thinking at first you're going to light the candles with the match, but it's actually that you're going to use that match in order to be able to determine that it's 1 in the blue, 2 in the blue, and 3 in the pink, because those are the sets with matching colors. And that leads them the clue to the next puzzle to open that 3-digit code. By the way, in addition to the puzzles themselves, I love looking for simple ways to add an extra element to make the room really fun. For instance, I always use string lights and I just put them across the counter. I have some LED lights that I put on the tops of my cabinets, and I can change those to be any color that I want to match the escape room. And even something as simple as adding a $1 themed tablecloth to the room makes a huge difference. So look for ways to add the extra little element to take your escape room to the next level. And our final puzzle is all about the birthday cake. And in this case, it's actually a hidden cipher wheel where you need to line up all 3 layers of this cake in order to be able to solve a clue. So we have this printout, and you can tell it connects here because there's the sprinkles on it, that they're going to want to line up the 6 on the top layer with that forward-facing play arrow on the second layer, along with the B on the bottom layer. And then when they do, they're going to want to look for the letters that have circles around them, and then they can simply say from that letter going up, I know that number, then I look for another circled letter, go up, and I know that number, and then I look for the final circled letter go up, and I know that number, which gives me the 3 numbers that I need in order to be able to solve the last lock. For the lockout hasp to solve the rest of the room. So to put this clue together, again, go to the printout. You're going to want to cut out these long strips and also the circles. Once you have the strips, you can simply tape them together. Don't leave much room overlapping. I actually like to get them just right where the ends touch and then just tape them together. And that's going to give you all 3 of the layers that you need for the cake. And then you're also going to cut out the circles that we have on this printout. And those circles, you'll notice, are too big to fit on side of that. If we overlap them, there's a lot of edge hanging over. So what you want to do is just cut to the white line that's around there, and that's going to allow you to be able to then twist down, and I like to put my cuts pretty close together. Then when you twist down those edges, you'll see that it fits nicely inside, and we're able to have that edge on our birthday cake to create that lockout hasp. So once you have those 3 cake layers together, you can also put, if you want, a fun little cake stand in the room so that they can kind of get what a feel for that is. Or for younger children, just go ahead and put them all 3 on top of each other so they can easily see the cake formation. And then also make sure that this decoder, so they know how to line up the cipher wheel, or in this case, the cipher cake, is hanging in the room, and then they'll be ready to solve that final puzzle. So that's it, our birthday party escape room. I hope you have so much fun enjoying it with your family or your friends. And now that you already have the supplies for escape rooms, be sure to check out our other escape rooms as well, and subscribe to the channel because we'll have more coming out in the future that I know you don't want to miss. On our channel, you'll also find tons of those simple activity game ideas, again, that you can do with your family for everyday occasions. Check those out. Don't forget to follow us at FamilyFed.com or on social media. I'll have a link for all of those in the description below as well, because we love bringing you those ideas to make it easy for your family to laugh and create memories together. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.